Royale is the NXT Time Devo.
This is the Export Jedi Catholic Heal the Ring podcast telling you to tune in to NXT Time with D-Walk, where everybody's hitting the like and subscribe button. Yeah.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the NXT Time with your boy D-Walk. We're going to talk about what happened in NXT this episode. Give me your feedback, what you like, what you didn't like, and let's keep it rolling.
With special guest, the Invisible Man. So, as a whole, before we start, what are your expectations for this episode, Mr. D-Walk?
Trash.
Okay, so you expect it to be trash. All right. I feel bad for everybody else. I get that. I feel bad, man. All right, let's talk about that. What was the first match, sir?
All right, let me grab my notes. I just got back in town.
I understand.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. Horses. Like, I got country kin folks on my dad's side, and they got horses and all that stuff, so it was crazy.
That's nice. I just saw a horse walking from my mom's house. Just hanging out with a kid. Nice. Okay. Let me see myself what the first. I can't remember what the first match was.
It was the first one was Jordan Grace versus Stevie Turner.
Okay. Now, to give my girlfriend's perspective on this, my girlfriend saw this, and once she saw Jordan Grace, she's like, "Well, this is pretty big." She did question a couple things, like who was her boyfriend, but this was she didn't know this, but because I'm a wrestling fan, the other Turner girl, she reminded me of Emma, like really, really like Emma vibes. I was like, you can make a story about this, and she found like a bubble machine somewhere in a drawer, and she could find like the ghost of Emma in her. But this was a very cookie cutter. Roxanne didn't really say much. Booker T talked a lot. And the other guy said their points, but really, this is a cut and dry match. I mean,
dry
really,
too.
It was. It
was just a squash match to make her. Yeah, but anyway, after the match, after Jordan Grace squashed Stevie Turner, Roxanne Perez got in the ring and got in her face. Jordan Grace pushed Roxanne Perez on the ground on her ass, and Roxanne crawled out. This is what I don't like about Roxanne Perez. They starting to make her annoying as hell. She always complaining, bro. You a champion. Why is you complaining? Like, come on.
She was.
She went from she said she a prodigy, but I say she a crybaby now. She a walking crybaby. All she do is she complain more than anything.
That's true. But honestly, this starting episode kind of like showed off Jordan Grace, but didn't really show off Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
At the moment. And Roxanne was talking in commentary, but again, Booker T talked the majority of it. So you didn't really hear Roxanne say anything.
Yeah.
That's on her. So I'm gonna say about that.
But I didn't like how they squashed the old girl though. First match, squash. That didn't make sense. But Bleacher Report gave it a C+. They was real nice today. They was real nice that day. I would have gave it a D.
Yeah, well, I would give nah. I would give like a C minus, like just or like at least a C, because it was a standard match. There wasn't really that many botches, but
Yeah.
it was boring. It was just boring.
Yeah. Our next segment we have the women North American contenders all in the ring debating.
Mm-hmm.
That was trash.
My girlfriend saw this and she thought this was the match. I'm like, no, this is just the precursor to the match. That's they have to
Mm-hmm.
talk about things. Everyone's saying their points. She didn't like that because, as I'm gonna say, really, it was very boring.
Yeah.
The last legend scream before she talked was bullshit.
Yeah.
I did like that mission brought up like the busting her nose, and she liked that. That was pretty cool. Bringing back a little callback to NXT.
But she ain't never won nothing though.
I know, but she called it back. She called it back. That was something. I have to give her
Mm-hmm.
that. I give it like she ain't won nothing. I understand that shit. She ain't won nothing. Um, everyone, like my girlfriend said this, like everyone got like every woman there except for one had like big ass proportional heads with shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Every single ass woman, except for like not Lonnie, not Mission, not Ruka, not Legend, not Henley, but the other
Mm-hmm.
one that had a like a little line in her eyebrow. I forgot what
Uh,
her name
uh,
was.
goddamn motherfucker. You say not Cleani Jordan, right?
Not Lonnie, and not it was not Lonnie, it was not Henley, it was not Legend, it was not Ruka, and it was not Mission. It was the girl next to Lonnie.
Jada Parker.
There you go. I call a lingerie girl. We'll talk about that later at the semi-main event. Um, it was a lot of talking shit. Something that I've heard over the years. No, nothing was really original. I like Soul Ruka because of her special. I see
Yeah.
Fallon Henley. I see Fallon Henley, and I see like an unpolished product that can get better. That can get better, but
Mm-hmm.
none of these people in this talk was better. The only thing I
Yeah.
liked about it was like Booker's like, oh, I know where this is going, and immediately he went outside. I'm like, all right, he knew exactly what to do. That was the funny part. That was the
Yeah.
only funny part of the damn thing. Everyone
Yeah.
fought, whatever.
But yeah, wait till we talking about the paper. So Ruka, she like, oh man, she crazy. So Ruka crazy.
Mm-hmm. There's no doubt on that.
Okay, so after that, they started a big brawl and everything, all the women in the ring and everything. It got cleared out,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the end of the segment.
But no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't because Mr. Stone came out and said, "Hey, Ava gave me permission," which is like emasculating him. Ava gave me permission to say this, and they made a 6-woman
Yeah.
tag team semi-main event. So it
Mm-hmm.
was a main event.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
that segment got a D.
good because it was boring as fuck.
D for
There's no
dirty.
benefit. Not D for
Right.
just dumb. A D for
Disaster.
a D for dumb. They spelled dumb wrong with a G. It happened.
All right.
That's like dumb.
Our next one, we got Thea Hill with Andre Chase and Ridge Holland versus Jasmine Nix. Why do it take all these many people to come out the ring with somebody?
Now, before we get to that, my girlfriend didn't know. I didn't know who the fuck that was. But then again, I don't really know what Chase University is as a whole. And she's watching this and she's trying to get invested. And I'm telling her, like, I think this is the hero. And I think the woman that she's going to fight next is the villain. But Thea was like hyping herself up in a way that turned my girlfriend off
Yeah.
from. And in the end, my wonderful significant other was actually rooting for the purple girl, which
Uh,
let's talk about that. And the weird storyline where the guys like, we're not going out there. We're like, we don't want to do anything. And then later in the match, they pop out. That was kind of stupid. And even
yeah.
my girl, even she's like, Cardalis, I'm like, why the fuck? Wait a minute. Didn't they say they weren't coming out? So why the fuck are they coming out? Like, really? And I said, well, let's just see. That's wrestling.
That was dumb. I mean, like, what I thought about it, like, why the hell? It's two women wrestling. Why do y'all need two dudes coming out? And she by herself. That didn't make no sense at all. And then another thing to me, they had done this. They starting to make it. They for to split up Chase University. Each body, like that's what I'm looking at. Chase for the split up. There's gonna be Ridge Holland and Andre Chase, and then it's gonna be Osborne and my man.
Yeah. Yeah. Just setting it up, and you can see in the cards. It looks like
Yeah,
it.
and it's dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Like, and then Thea Hill, what is like? She back down to the jobbing now.
Pretty much too. Yeah. That's their fault.
Yeah, that was. But the Jasmine Knicks match, uh, it was a boring match. It was a long, boring
Oh,
match.
he'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. I think this froze. There we go. You back? There we go.
It was a long, boring match and everything. Uh, Thea Hill was getting her ass beat, and then all of a sudden, Osborne and old dude come out to the ring, distracted her, and she lost the match.
Mm-hmm.
That was dumb. Like, what's going on? Why is they starting to like when people come and interfere in matches? Why can't they just have a regular match? Wow, nobody interfering. Why they always gotta have every match, bro? It's predictable. Every match, somebody interfering.
Yeah.
It's starting to get boring.
This was real boring for me watching it for the first time in a sense, and my girlfriend watching it for the first time and like, what's going on? Why can't I focus on the match? Who are these two people? Why can't like? And I had to explain to her what a submission move was and how people. And again, she was confused. She's like, "Oh, I didn't go for the girl in red because she kept going for the arm." I'm like, "Yeah, that's called a submission move.
Yeah,
because you can have a finisher or a submission. Either or, you're supposed to get the win." So she understood that, but in the end, she favored the purple girl, and she won. And we see her later, but it was an okay match. Like too many mannerisms by Thea.
yeah,
So I gave it like a D plus.
yeah,
A really high D plus. So that's something.
yeah. I agree.
There we go.
And let's see what Bleacher gave him. Bleacher gave him a D.
See, I would give him a high praise D because she was doing the basics of the arm like a really standard technician of like, I'm going for the arm, so I'm gonna hit you with every single attack I can think of, and in the end do a Kimura with the arm. So I respect that.
This was somewhat decent. This was all right. The next one we got Sean Spears. He lays out Josh Briggs. He beating the molecules out this man.
However,
he beating the molecule, huh?
But before that, there was a segment where Sean Spears was with like a group of kids in like a ring, and he was telling them like, "Hey, you have potential. If I can do this and this and this." Josh Briggs came in and said, "Look, this guy's manipulating us," which then in turn, Sean Spears is like, "Look at Josh Briggs. He's a stupid." Like, paraphrasing, he's stupid. That's what he's saying. Which then his friends like, "Yo, that's my friend. Shut the fuck up." He left, but gave the look in his eye like some shit's gonna have to go down. And then we get to that part, like you said right now, where Sean Spears is beating the crap out of Josh Briggs, and guess who's behind him? You can say his name.
Javon Bill. I don't know if I said it right. Javon Bill.
Javon.
Yeah, Javon. He came out of his little small frail ass came out of nowhere, got the beating up on Sean Spears. But Javon Evans, not Javon. I don't know why I was thinking of Bill. But he came, he had his back, got to beating the shit out of him. They got in the ring. He started getting his ass beat. Oh man, what's going on? Like, dude, how you gonna help somebody get your ass beat? But yeah. What you think about that one?
Yeah. That was okay. Not great.
Yeah. And they gave it a B plus.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Next match, we got for the Heritage Cup. I'm tired of the Heritage Cup, bro. I'm tired of that trophy. It don't mean it's like the 24/7 title to me.
True.
Tony D'Angelo versus Damian Kemp.
Now, I've never sat down during a Heritage Cup match, nor has my girlfriend. We sat down, watched the whole thing,
You're
bell to
stupid.
bell. It was stupid as fuck. I didn't understand the rules, and it was like, what the fuck ever. So, and then someone has to, like, if it was just D'Angelo alone carrying the belt like over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes in a wrong angle, with those still doing it, that would look cool. Because
Yeah.
his weight and his speed are not the same thing that he wants to be. He has the gimmick,
No.
the weight or speed. So get
They
better.
should have Tony D'Angelo be like getting into a segment like, let's make this a belt. Make that Carriage Cup trophy a belt, man. Why the hell you walking around with a damn trophy for what? That don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it into a belt, man. Come on. But you got Tony D'Angelo picking up the win to keep the Heritage Cup belt. He won 2 falls straight.
Yeah, and it was last fall was very close because the guy did his finisher and got a 2 count in the last second, but he ran out of time, and D'Angelo sold it like he was knocked out for a good like 10 seconds. So that's a good come up for the future in case this comes back, which they will.
And I'm mad because they let go of Damian Kim's brother, the Olympic dude, but kept him. What they could have did was they could have made him a tag team. They could have been like another pair of Steiners.
That is true. That is true.
That was dumb. Like then now this dude finna go and sign with an NFL team.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ricochet, oh man, they dropped the ball on him.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. Let's have fun with that. All right, let's keep it going.
I couldn't believe that, but I told Joe. Joe they was leaving. I told you, Joe, if you watching this, I told you.
Mm-hmm.
They gave it a C plus.
Okay.
I would have gave it a D.
As did I. Yeah.
Oh, this match right here, I hate it. We got Natalya with Carmen Petrovic versus Izza Dame. I'm tired of seeing Natalya, bro. Honestly, I am. I'm tired. Like his point is like, what? This the whole thing. What is the reason she's still wrestling for? What's she not wrestling for no titles? What's the reason for her wrestling? It don't make no point. What? She have no reason to wrestle now. Like especially like, was she the new Brooklyn Brawler? I mean, like she wrestling and she ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing about the life.
Yeah, that's up.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Thinking about it makes me sad. All right, let's continue on before I get sad.
We got Natalya picking up the win by pinfall.
Yeah, let's make this a note for NXT with time with D-Walk. If there's Natalya matches, we just skip it. My girlfriend skipped that too. Boom.
All right, well, I ain't even go grade it then.
Nope.
And then we got the next segment. We got Gallus make a statement at the expense of Obafemi and Wesley. They beat the shit out of Obafemi and Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, this is the same thing I be saying, like, you're not involved in the matches. Why are you doing this?
For clout, for pride.
What they should have did was they should have had Obafemi to sweep the floor, all 3 of them. Yeah. They kind of make Obafemi look weak. And like he about to turn into a face, which he should be a heel.
He should be a nasty heel, but like a nasty heel doesn't come by himself to like talk his talk and people are gonna listen. You talk your talk so that you know you're gonna be listening. And that's what matters.
Yeah.
That's what matters. I understand.
Yeah, and it's dumb though. I could see now like how they fit to do Obafemi. Like he could be a dope heel on NXT. And they're dropping the ball on him.
Okay.
Damn. So Gallus laid out Wesley and Obafemi.
Yep.
They gave it a B. I wouldn't even give it that.
Now I do like Obafemi's like chants, like trick, like every time he's talking, they're doing like the instead of what they say who, or they do with the Black Panther two arms up and the X. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that could be a problem for everybody else if he doesn't want to get pushed, but he's gonna get pushed anyway.
Yeah.
So what's next on the agenda, sir?
We got Last Legend. We got the co-main event. Okay. We got Last Legend, Fallon Henley, and Kalani Jordan versus Sol Ruka, Mishin, and Jada Parker. My favorite part of the match. Okay. The match is boring. My favorite part of the match, did you see when Mishin slapped Jada Parker on the ass and the dude in the background passed out?
Yeah, and then like let's talk about that. Like everyone's clothes were very, very like wrestling wise, and then you look at Jada Parker's, like she was wearing. I was telling my girlfriend, this is like the anniversary gift / wrestling gear / like I want to spice up my husband's like sex life / I can go to the club with this / I'm gonna get groped in the club in this. Like a lot of different things happened with that clothes, you know. So it was a lot of butt angles on camera, but
a whole lot of them.
This was a very cool 6-woman tag match. My girlfriend actually liked this because it was really cool showing off the women. Machine doing their thing, and the deaf handymans. That's gonna be fucking crazy on that day. But I think this match should have happened earlier, but with a different set of women, so people can get used to those 6 fights. Because them talking suck. Them wrestling wasn't that bad.
No,
honestly. So that's all I gotta say about that. But it was a good match. I would give it a C+, bordering on a B-, because again, they all wrestled the best of their abilities. There wasn't that many botches, like maybe 2 or 3, and then Sol Ruka with a finisher coming out of nowhere and just dominating. Yeah, that's all you need.
But yeah, and Jada Parker played it off funny as hell because she fell in the ring. She smacked her on the ass. My man passed out, and she fell in the ring. My man saved this match a little bit because the way he passed out when she got smacked on the ass, he saved it a little bit. That's what he made it entertaining though. He's like, oh man, yeah.
True. A little bit of luck can go wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
What else, sir?
We got Ruka, Mishan, and Parker defeat Legend, Henley, and Jordan by pinfall. Bleach Report gave it a B+.
Damn.
They've been nice. They've been being nice lately, ain't they?
A little bit here, a little bit there. They did give it a D to earlier tests, so that's something, honestly. You know, B+, like I said, it's that little kiss in the ass. I would give it a B-, maybe a C+, like borderlining, like C and B.
I know this is your least favorite part right here. We got Ethan Page signing the contract to wrestle Trick. Ethan Page about to sign the contract. Trick come out. They get in. They have a verbal. They have a verbal argument before the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And don't know, didn't a brawl pop out or something like that?
No, well, okay. I know that after the discussion between Ethan and Trick, that was very, and I did like that he just threw away the tables. Like, look, we're not gonna fight. You know, we're not gonna like fight and push someone in the table. I'm like, that's cool. Ava talking about that. That's it. I'm happy for Ethan. If Ethan wins the belt, we can talk about that. If Ethan wins the belt, we're not gonna spoil anything yet.
Yeah.
If Ethan wins the belt, that's a real shame for Trick because he did something. Say interesting points about the crowd and everything else. But if Ethan loses, then why the fuck are you even like there? Like I said, you're just a waste of time. You're starting to piss me off, honestly, as a whole Ethan Page. So just step it the fuck up, honestly. Do something, anything. That. Other than that, oh yeah, there was a segment as well where Ava was walking and then Turner popped up, and then Grace was walking around, so they had mixed NXT giving her the bad look, Yeah, like there's a girl that I know that was on the left that was creepy. I don't know if she was, but she was really interested into super something. And I'm happy that Trick is gonna get a match. Again, we haven't talked about it until we'll talk about it tomorrow, but I haven't seen it yet. So I hope Trick wins. That's all I care about.
Yeah, for real. And like to me, they need to. To me, like Trick haven't got the Trick haven't got.
The right opponents.
Yeah, I mean, like Carmelo, everybody Carmelo had, it was like down the end of the seat and everything. Trick haven't really wrestled nobody.
No, like he fought people that have left
Yeah.
eventually, and I was like, I can't. And then again, different styles. Every single time you fight a wrestler, and then what happens when you learn this from one thing, and then that guy dies, and you keep going and going and going. Sometimes it's just dangerous. Sometimes it just burns you out. Sometimes you don't want to talk to anybody. So I get that.
Yeah.
But the book to do it. Keep going.
Another thing, Michael Hickenbottom, aka Shawn Michaels. They'll never let Sexy Red get back on the show again. Ever. I'm still mad about that. I'm still mad about last week, the week before last. I'm still mad about that. Hey, but did you know? You remember when Shawn Michaels did that cook thing where he super kicked the little girl?
Yeah.
Apparently that was Jordan Grace when she was a kid.
Huh. How the world works.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That is. But
Triple H needs to start getting on Shawn Michaels about him fucking up NXT.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels fucking up.
You know, Shawn Michaels' left is looking at it one way, and Shawn Michaels' right eye is looking at it another way.
Yeah.
Is that NXT as a whole, Mr. D-Walk?
Yeah, that is NXT as a whole. That last match, it was the B+. Yeah. The overall was the B.
Overall, for me, was like a C minus for this show. Again, a C. Let's be nice. A C. A couple good shows, a couple good matches.
Yeah.
One segment I liked, but that's it. Oh, and there's a Native American wrestler coming to NXT as well.
Oh, no.
That was weird. But
not a Hulk Hogan 2.0.
I don't know, man, but we saw that. That's what's happening.
Oh, man. And that is the end of NXT. I'd like to thank my special happy birthday, Mr. Co-host, Mr. Invisible Man.
Of course, sir. Pleasure and a privilege.
What we gonna do is we about to light that shit, smoke that shit, and enjoy that night, though. Thank y'all for coming to NXT. Once again, happy birthday, Mr. Invisible Man.
Yeah.
You know what time it is.
It's time to remember that tomorrow the PWF is coming on live. Good night.
Let's go.